Mashiane Politicallyincorrect, Amanda Sech at the VD, ki NG Kerk, ne? I think NG Kerk, mukundla rabotjara ke mangwakai, and we'll unfold it from there.
Okay. No, thank you very much. Nagalibito, my name is Sabelo Marishane. I'm the ward councillor in City of Tshwane, and I'm also the deputy chief whip in council.
Why do we have a vacancy here? Who was the incumbent, and why are you guys contesting this? What do you want? What specific? Why do you think you need to take this ward?
Ward 98 is a very dynamic ward in terms of along the racial lines. You come here, predominantly you find black people, white people, and it's a very complex ward in terms of demographics. Hence, all political parties, you'll find them here in terms of contesting. The ward councillor from the other party, Democratic Alliance, crumbled under pressure, and as a result, she ended up resigning. And hence, we are here having by-elections today in this ward, Ward 98.
What is your strength? In terms of numbers, what did you do last year, if you remember? Even if you don't give me exact numbers, just so the feel, like the gap that you need to close, because, I mean, they were leading this ward. And what do you think for you to turn around and close that gap, or even take it, like Lijimilebia?
Without being racial, or at the risk of being racial, the outgone ward councillor is a female, it's a black person. It can tell you that even the Democratic Alliance, they feel that a black person for a candidate. That's number one. Number two, there is this animal called delimitation in as far as local government elections are concerned. The movement of VDs and inner ward and so on, the changing of boundaries and so on. That's the biggest problem in terms of the fluidity in the wards. The margins in terms of the party that is winning this ward are very slim. So it's important. That is the reason why we are also out here in numbers to come and contest, because it's a winnable ward for any party. Like I've indicated at the beginning, in terms of demographics, all racial groups are here. So depending on how you fare, depending on how you mobilize your people, we have recently merged with other parties as the African National Congress. Hence, we are running this city today. And the biggest problem in the city in the past 8 years under the leadership of DA was lack of service delivery, especially around issues of urban management. You can drive around this ward, you will see problems of grass cutting, water leaks, street lights. It's dark at night, it's very dangerous, sewer is blocking and all those things. They were not attending to those things. Now, since we have taken over as the multi-party coalition, working with other parties led by the African National Congress, there is vast changes. You can see we are going up and down. We have had over 30 imbizos interacting with communities in all the areas of City of Tshwane. Without selecting people along the color lines, we've interacted with them. We are going around in a program called Riaspana. It's an outreach program where we are attending to urban management issues. We are doing grass cutting, we are patching potholes, we are cleaning stormwater catch pits, we are fixing street lights, we are patching we are also doing road markings and all those urban management issues that needs attention that have not been attended to by the previous regime under the DA-led government. So we are trying to correct that situation. Recently, I think it's about a month ago, we have had a State of the City address by the executive mayor, the current serving executive mayor, and 2 weeks ago we have had a budget presentation by MMC of Finance, who's also the chairperson of the African National Congress. We have managed to pass a funded budget, which has never happened in the past 8 years of the DA-led government. Our budget is focused, our budget is orientated in such a way that we are going to make sure that we deliver services in almost all the areas without any fear or favor or selection of color of people. So we'll be doing service delivery everywhere. attending to all the issues that the people have raised during imbizos, during public meetings that ward councillors are conducting. So that is what gives us strength in terms of interacting with people and making sure that we respond. As the African National Congress, we also do help where we see that the city is struggling. You will see tomorrow, if you can come here, the African National Congress machinery will be here on the ground, assisting with issues like grass cutting. I've seen about 3 to 4 properties where the grass is tall, long, and the tractors, the city is unable to get to or reach out to those areas. We call them dark spots or dangerous spots. We'll be coming there tomorrow with our machinery, with our grass cutting machines, and then we'll be moving into those areas, try to assist where we can in terms of service delivery and making sure that our people are safe, the environment is clean, and so on and so forth. Because when you cut the grass, you are addressing the issue of environment, you are exposing illegal dumps that might be inside, and you are also addressing the issue of safety, for people to be safe when they walk at night or when they drive around.
Thank you. So we walked across this VD, this ward is very big. It has 7 VDs, right? So we walked around. People are not aware that there's a by-election, and people don't have confidence for the African National Congress. When we asked them, others were afraid to go on camera. People are citing the fact that they are not happy with the GNU. What is it about the relationship with the GNU that puts people off, that you think you can correct? Because in the city, you guys are friends with many people without the DA. Nationally, you are friends with the DA. It's a complex and that confuses your electorate. They're talking about Trump, they're talking about Starlink, they're talking about Elon Musk. The electorate is very confused at this state. And what is it that you can do? How do you package your communication, political communication message to reach the people so they can understand what is happening?
Yeah, your question is largely based on what I call aerial battle. You know, people watch TV, they see President Trump raising certain issues, but they are not focused in terms of the message that he's trying to relate there, and they are not raising questions because it's somebody who's on TV. What our approach is to on a one-on-one basis. Tomorrow when you are here, that's why I'm indicating to say we are bringing our machinery, we are bringing our arsenal. We will be doing what we call door-to-door, interacting with people directly. We will be intervening on service delivery issues. I think if there's somebody who's got a problem of grass cutting or a tree pruning, you come there, you respond to that issue. In that person's mind, I mean, the issue of GNU, it's something that is aloof, somewhere that is something that is in parliament. You are doing something that is tangible, next to his yard, in front of his gate, that concerns his or her safety. And it will definitely erase that concept of saying, no, this thing of GNU is problematic and so on and so forth. GNU is there in place to address the issue at national in terms of the elections outcomes, to make sure that the country is run, to make sure that we've got cabinet, we've got the legislature that is running. It's an arrangement of political parties. And we didn't have a choice because that was the outcome that was produced by elections. People went out, they voted in a certain way. We had an impasse where we could not produce a government of the day. Now, political parties had to sit around the table and negotiate and come up with an outcome that is going to give us a product that can run a government. It's just unfortunate in terms of the negotiations as the African National Congress. We found ourselves at the mercy of smaller political parties who had interest. Some, their demands were very unreasonable. We have interacted with everyone. We've sat in the table with everyone, but unfortunately, some were making unreasonable demands, and we could not go with those demands. We had to go with the better devils in terms of the composition of the current GNU. But we would have loved to have other parties on board. Unfortunately, they refused in terms of what was on the table, in terms of the agreement that we had in the form of the statement of intent.
Out of 10, how do you rate Team South Africa performance at the Oval Office? 10
out of 10. I mean, we went there, we were meeting with one of the most aggressive character, and our president stood the ground. I mean, you could hear even the message from one of the biggest business people in South Africa. When the DA leader was trying to paint a very black picture about our country, who came on board to relate the message about the situation not being exactly what he was saying in our country? Johan Rupert. He even gave you an example that there is a problem in Cape Town. Crime is very high. Cape Town is crime riddled. But he was trying to hide that. He was trying to create a very bad picture about South Africa. Yes, we are the first people to agree that there are challenges in the country. But we must not, as South Africans, go around and create as if everything is bad in our country.
Donald Trump seems to expect that if someone sings that song with troublesome lyrics about killing people, that person must be arrested. Do you think we must move closer to that, to arresting Julas Malema?
There's some very interesting discussions, I hope, that took place in the background, not in that interview. And one thing that I can say to you is that I know there is an invite on the President Trump's table. President Trump will be coming to South Africa to attend the GNU meeting. He will be experiencing our country for the first time in his life. And that's when he will realize that the briefing that he has got about this beautiful country of ours, it was wrong. I mean, part of the pictures that Donald Trump was portraying, they are not from here. They are from DRC. And it's a fact. You know it. You exposed it as the media. And why must we worry ourselves about something that is propaganda, something that is wrong, something that does not relate with our country? Why must we concern ourselves? We are a beautiful democracy, young democracy that is still growing. I don't think that in South Africa we have went over a period of 5 years without having elections. Have you seen the bloodbath? No. So that is misrepresentation of our country. I don't know why the people that are around President Trump, why is it that they are misrepresenting our country that much? The only problem that I see is that one of our compatriots, who's Elon Musk, is doing business or is unable to do business in our country. It's something that we can sit around the table and resolve it.
The DA that I just spoke to, they speak about that Malema song. And they they juxtapose it with the flag, the old apartheid flag. And the elder men that I just spoke to seem to not have a problem with that flag. These are your friends. Are you not worried that they are happy with the flag, but they're not happy with the song?
Everybody's our friend. In fact, we used to sing that song in the trenches before 1994. And we can even still sing it now. It's just that constitutionally we were not allowed. But that issue served in the courts.
Now you are allowed to sing it by the constitution. Can you sing it?
There is a court outcome. Yes, we can sing it. It's not a problem.
The lyrics, first line.
That is why I'm saying to you now that President Trump will come to South Africa and he will realize that South Africa is a peaceful country. The 49 people who went to America, they will come back with him. This is their country. This is their homeland. They will miss this country and they will come back.
Starlink likelihood of success in South Africa will be challenged by the amount that you need to be paying. As we speak, you and I, it is estimated around 7,000 to buy the hardware, with the satellites and stuff, receivers and stuff, and around 1,500. This is benchmarking from other countries, neighboring countries. This is way bigger and in amount, almost 3 times to 4 times the amount that you will pay for Vuma, Rupert, by the way. So it seems the idea of bringing it or it will cater the rural and poor communities at its current form may not be feasible. Are you still interested in it, or are we going to see a situation where the government of South Africa, led by the African National Congress, end up subsidizing something that we don't even like?
Well, I'm still in the middle of doing my research in as far as that is concerned. But what I will do for you, which is a bonus, while we're busy with these by-elections, we will bring the Deputy Minister of Communications, Ntate Mondli Gungubele, who will be better placed to give you that narrative in as far as the business of Starlink is concerned.
Is he deployed here?
We will bring him. I see it's one of your interested issues. We'll make sure that we bring him and he will give you the nuts and bolts around that particular issue.
Thank you very much. You've assessed the site, so you have assessed the ground. You know what the challenges are. Once you answer what I cut you when you wanted to answer, also remember to give me the ward councillor. Have you appointed? Are you still in the process? How advanced are the process of identifying him?
No, thank you very much. One thing that I wanted to indicate is that South Africa is a beautiful country. No one in the world does not want to see themselves in South Africa. South Africa is a very strategic located country in the world. I'm quite sure that you realize that there's a problem in terms of the business route in the north along the Black Sea route. That route is no longer viable. It's difficult for the Western countries to go and do business in the Eastern countries. Now, very soon, South Africa will be positioned as a station for those who will be traveling from the west to the east, and those who will be traveling from the east to the west. Now, we become a very strategic country. And until we realize that, we can become a very powerful nation.
But Cape Town will not be in South Africa by that time.
Cape Town is in South Africa, Cape Town remains in South Africa, and Cape Town is going nowhere. People can kick cans, going up and down, making applications left, right, and center. Cape Town will remain in South Africa. It's just that it's predominantly white. And
Councillor candidate?
Make inroads. In as far as the African National Congress is concerned, we have not as yet resolved as to who is becoming the candidate, but we've got three most popular people who are vying for that position, and as and when the time is ready, the powers that be of the African National Congress will come and pronounce in this Ward 98 as to who will be leading us in as far as the by-elections are concerned.
Mashiane, good luck for 2026 and the by-election that is coming, and we hope you filled a very good candidate, because this is a very contested space.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. You spoke very well.